Welcome to the topic Caring for Health, Government and Digital Resources. At the end of this module, you will be able to explain the importance of savings for healthcare, identify different instruments for savings and investments, list good practices for saving for health, identify government health schemes available for citizens and how to access them. Saving for health is a crucial aspect of financial planning. It helps you cover medical expenses. It also ensures financial security during unexpected health crises. Savings can be categorized as short-term savings is the money we set aside for things we want to achieve within the short duration of time. This could be like saving for a festival, a vacation, or an emergency fund. Medium-term savings are goals that we plan to achieve in 3 to 5 years. These savings help us prepare to meet future expenses like a down payment for a house, starting a business, or child's education. Long-term savings are savings for expenses that we plan to do after 5 years. This may include saving for buying a house, planning for children's higher education or wedding, etc. There are many ways to save. It is essential to consider a mix of savings and investment options. Savings account, fixed deposits, recurring deposits, mutual funds, public provident fund, national pension scheme, savings account. A savings account is a safe place to keep your money in the bank. You can deposit and withdraw whenever you need. It's good for your daily expenses and short-term savings. Fixed deposit (FD) accounts allow your money to grow at a fixed interest rate for a specific period. FDs can be either a long-term or short-term savings option, depending on the duration you choose. Recurring deposits. Another way of saving is investing in a recurring deposit (RD) scheme. You deposit a certain amount monthly for a given period. At the end of that period, you will have saved a lump sum amount along with interest that the financial institution gives you. Mutual funds. Mutual funds are a popular investment option. It allows individuals to pool their money together to invest in a diversified portfolio of stocks, bonds, or other securities. Public Provident Fund. A public provident fund, PPF, allows you to deposit a fixed amount, ranging from as low as 500 rupee to as high as 1,50,000 rupees. PPF account is set up for a duration of 15 years. After some years have passed, it is possible to take a loan against the PPF amount. The PPF account can be extended by 5 years if you don't wish to withdraw the money. Interest is calculated on a compounding basis every year. The National Pension System, NPS, in India is a voluntary retirement savings plan. You contribute a portion of your income towards a pension fund for a secure financial future. To participate, you only need to invest a minimum of 500 rupee per month or 1000 rupee per year. Let's look at some good practices to save for health. Create a health budget. Assess your current health-related expenses, including insurance premiums, medications, and regular checkups. Allocate a specific portion of your budget to health-related costs. Emergency fund. Maintain an emergency fund that can cover at least 3 to 6 months' worth of living expenses, including potential medical costs. This fund acts as a financial safety net during unexpected health emergencies. Health insurance. Invest in a comprehensive health insurance plan to cover major medical expenses. Regularly review and update your insurance coverage to ensure it meets your current needs. Regular checkups and preventive care. Invest in preventive health care to identify and address potential health issues early. This reduces the likelihood of costly treatments later on. Generic medications. Opt for generic versions of medications whenever possible. These are often more affordable than brand name alternatives. Healthy lifestyle choices. Adopt a healthy lifestyle to reduce the risk of illnesses and medical conditions. This includes regular exercise, a balanced diet, and avoiding harmful habits like smoking, alcohol consumption, etc. Regularly review medical bills. Carefully review medical bills to ensure accuracy. If you find errors or discrepancies, address them promptly with your healthcare provider or insurance company. Stay informed. Stay informed about changes in healthcare policies, insurance plans, and available healthcare options. This knowledge can help you make informed decisions about your health and financial well-being. Seek professional advice. Consult with financial advisors and healthcare professionals to tailor a savings plan that suits your specific financial situation and healthcare needs. Government schemes for building financial resilience. The Government of India has a range of social welfare and security schemes designed for the well-being of its citizens. About 740 central sector schemes and approximately 65 centrally sponsored schemes are funded by either the central government, state government, or a combination of both. These initiatives span across diverse categories, including social security, employment and poverty alleviation, health, sanitation, education, and more. The objectives of these government schemes are enhancing the overall quality of life for all citizens of India, fostering the development of rural and underserved areas, generating employment opportunities to fuel economic growth, ensuring widespread access to education, with a special focus on supporting the more vulnerable sections of society, providing social security through programs encompassing housing, maternity benefits, insurance, pensions, and other essential services. Common Service Centers, CSCs, are service delivery points that provide various government and non-government services to the public. It is an initiative by the Government of India, GOI, to enhance service delivery, digital inclusion, and overall development, especially in areas where access to such resources is limited. For more information, visit your nearest Common Service Center, CSC, by finding it at findmycsc.nic.in/CSC. Given here are a few government schemes. Pradhan Mantri Jeevan Jyoti Bima Yojana. It is a life insurance scheme that offers a financial protection of rupees 2 lakh to policyholders and their families in case of the insured's death. The premium is rupees 436 per annum. Ayushman Bharat, PMJ. It is a health insurance scheme, also known as the Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana, PMJ. This is a flagship healthcare scheme launched by the Government of India. Ayushman Bharat provides coverage of up to rupees 5 lakh per family per year. This amount is intended to cover various healthcare expenses for the enrolled beneficiaries. PM Kisan Samman Nidhi. Under the scheme, an income support of rupees 6,000 per year in 3 equal installments will be provided to all land-holding farmer families. Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana. It is a savings scheme aimed at promoting welfare of the girl child. This scheme was introduced to encourage parents to save and invest for the future of their daughters. Typically, a savings account, the interest rate, compounded, on Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana is typically higher than that offered by regular savings accounts or fixed deposits. Let us explore the National Digital Health Mission in detail. A digital health ecosystem for the nation to support universal health coverage in an efficient, accessible, inclusive, affordable, timely, and safe manner. Providing access to both public and private health services, patients' medical records, and better health care. Healthcare is now digital, with the partners Ayushman Bharat Digital Mission aims to provide Personal Health ID, Health Facility Registry, Personal Health Records Repository, E-Pharmacy, Digi Doctor Services, Telemedicine Facility. Let us know more about the Health ID card or the Aadhaar card. The benefits of Health ID include financial incentives, nationwide recognition, user-friendly, focus on patient safety, increased creditability of hospital. How can I get a digital Health ID card? You can create your unique Health ID by registering on the online portal or with the mobile app, or taking the assistance of the participating health facilities like hospitals and health centers. The process involves simple steps and is explained in detail. Go to the Aadhaar website and click Create Aadhaar Number. Click on Generate via Aadhaar card or driver's license. Select I agree to the declaration after reading it. Enter the one-time password sent to your registered mobile number. Click Submit. Your Aadhaar card is successfully created. Once the Aadhaar account is created, you can download the card by tapping the option Download Aadhaar card. You can also register through mobile app using the similar steps as discussed for web. You have the option of creating Aadhaar using face authorization. Use Download Card option to download the card. Step 1. Download the NDHM Health Records app. Step 2. Select Register Now and choose the preferred language. Step 3. Register with an Aadhaar card. Step 4. Enter all your personal details. Step 5. Enter the OTP received on your registered mobile number. Step 6. Once your Health ID is generated, create a username. Step 7. You might have to submit identification documents like driving license. Step 8. Create a password to protect your digital Health ID and login. Thank you.